a defeat had to come at some point. It's not the end of the world in the log and so on, but how do you feel after that? Do you feel?
Obviously disappointed, especially after last week and the previous weeks. What can you say? We were outplayed on the day. We were probably a little bit flat, especially compared to the tempo and intensity that we played with last week. Just too many mistakes in the first half. I guess we had our opportunity. There was probably 10-12 minutes in that second half, where we should have scored. But credit to the Lions, the defence was outstanding. Which I think they gained a lot of confidence from. I think if we had scored there, then maybe we would have kicked on a bit. But it wasn't to be. So disappointing loss, but. Part of our growth, and we need to take this one on the chin and look forward to a good tour. So,
but I mean, you invested a lot of emotion in last week. I would imagine the Chiefs was a big sort of bar that you had to get over. And do you think, you seemed a bit flat?
It was, but I mean, if we look at what the Lions did last year, they backed it up, week in, week out. So, and that was our challenge this week, to back up last week's performance, and we didn't. So. And other guys know. Look, I think that we struggled at set piece. They kept. They didn't really play. They didn't give us many opportunities, to be honest. They didn't really give us the opportunity on the turnover ball, the counter attack. They kept it nice and tight. And as I said, that second half, presented an opportunity. I think if it was 22-20, it could have been different, but it wasn't. They were good, and we were poor. So we move on.
Just before half time, Creel's try, it looked like Daniel got his hand under the ball. It was a crucial momentum shift as well.
It was, and we can look at the footage and see if it's a try or not a try, but on the day it was. So. I still think that we got ourselves right after the, at half time, that we still could have, turned the momentum around. But again, credit to their defence. They kept us out, and I think that was the crucial point there. That we didn't score there, then it was always going to be tough.
Siya, Robbie spoke about the crucial 10-15 minutes after half time. You guys kept going for lineouts and stuff, and you didn't go for take penalties. Reasoning behind that?
Yeah, we just felt like we needed to do something. We felt like if we got a try, it would shift the momentum, and we felt confident. We had a lot of energy then, but they defended very well. Credit to them. But maybe we could have gone for 3 points, but I think we all wanted to go for the try at that time. We thought it would change a little bit of the momentum.
If you take a look at this loss and right before you head on tour, is it a chance to start from scratch? Is there anything you can take with you, or have you put that Chiefs game behind you and you can start from scratch now?
Well, every week we start from scratch. To be honest, that's what we've been good at. This year, that we. Whether it's a win or a loss, we've got to come back and work hard and start all over again. So it's a loss, and it's not ideal to lose before you go on tour. You wanted to take that momentum, and that's what we chatted about in the change room now. But it wasn't to be. So now we've got to look forward to a tour in New Zealand, which is not going to be easy. But we're looking forward to it. We've got to keep the positives going, and it's a loss, and it probably was going to come at some stage, and we take this one on the chin. We move on.
We've got Crusaders next week. They unbeaten in the competition.
Yeah.
You can turn it all around in 1 week. That's the week of the competition.
Well, exactly. This is I think we've spoken about a lot. This is the toughest competition around. You take in the travel, you take in who the opposition is. The Lions were showed exactly what they can do again, and and they showed their class from last year. So it's every week is the same thing. You're facing really good teams, but that's the thing. You get another opportunity, and we're going to travel well now, and we're going to look forward to playing against an unbeaten team. I don't think we've ever won in Christchurch, so that's a new challenge for us. The most important thing is we take the learnings from this game, and we get back on the horse, and we get nice and positive for next week.
Robbie, when are you announcing the squad for the tour?
tomorrow.
Injury assessment. What's the injury situation? Is there any?
No, I think we should be okay. Funny enough, the injuries disappear when you go on tour. Everyone wants to go on tour. So.
Fleck, how would you prepare the team this coming week? I mean, obviously there's the travel and all that. When would you actually start your on-field prep, and what will the workload be in the week?
Well, Steve, look, I mean, we've got to get working as soon as we can, you know. Last week was a bit of a and it's no excuses, but it was a bit of a disruption. It was a tough game against the Chiefs, and we struggled to get going on our training on Monday, Tuesday, but we had a very good session on Thursday. So on tour it's immediate. We need to get everyone fit and ready to train, and I think we only arrive at 12 o'clock or 1 o'clock at night on Sunday. And then we'll probably recover on Monday and get our meetings underway, and then get out there on Tuesday. Then. So, look, that's the challenges of tour, and it's always we know what to expect. We've toured plenty in the past, so our weeks are well planned ahead, and the main thing is that we learn and we get on with the week.
When are you leaving?
Tomorrow we fly to 2 o'clock. So we fly to Joburg, and then we fly to Sydney, and then Sydney to Auckland. So as I said, I think we arrive there 1 o'clock.
You staying in Auckland for the first few days, or are you going down?
Yep, we're going to stay in Auckland. So we'll train in Auckland. Just hopefully the cyclone is finished up there, and then and then we travel down to Christchurch.
Siya, you've been in similar situations this season where you were under the pump, but you managed to turn it around. Today, did the Lions just not let you, or did the players just not have more to give on the day?
No, I think they played very well, and they shut down everything we tried, and the passes didn't stick, and we didn't stick to the plan, as obviously half time we could see that they weren't letting us offload and stuff, and the coach strictly told us dominate contact first, but obviously we didn't listen, and it didn't work out, but they played really well, and we should have adapted well and obviously listened to the message that the coach gave us. But yeah, we didn't play as best as we could, so credit to them. They were up for it today.
Siya, there was a couple of times you spoke to Yaku. I know Rob spoke to Jay, who was on the touchline as well with Alton. He was slightly creeping up after almost every scrum that they had. What was the communication? I spoke to Warren as well, and he felt that was just the way the calls were going. They were happy with it, but on your side, there were a couple of calls that went the other way. How would you sum up?
No, let's just stop. There was absolutely nothing wrong with the referee. The referee was good. Okay, we didn't play well on the day, so let's just let's not dig into that, please.
All right, any other questions? Thank you very much, everyone.